when you just think about your life and you just think about like the sense of like fun that you have, right? And I think a lot of the times I say that because a lot of, I think, really productive people, they often like fall into this mindset of just like, they wake up in the morning, they look at their schedule, they're like, okay, I have to prepare for these things. Maybe they already have some sort of a self-care routine, it's exercising, yoga, and they just sort of go through the motions, but then they're not actually like even having one moment in the day where they just like, laugh like a little kid, or they let themselves get lost in a very deep conversation that stimulates them, or, they have like a sense of fun, like when they were a kid, or a sense of joy. I think that is very important. And I often, I sometimes find myself, maybe missing some of those things, every once in a while. And I know that's always a reminder of like, you got to watch out there, because that's definitely a sign. I think also crying too. I think whether you cry too much or cry too little, I think those are signs too. I know for me, like when I haven't cried, I'm like, that's like a sense of like my emotions kind of hardening up and like this shell developing on the outside of me. And I always know like, you got to cry, and I always try to cry. Like, I don't try to cry once a month. It just sort of happens or it doesn't. And I always use that as like, okay, that's an indicator
a barometer
of like, of like being emotionally healthy.